What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and today I'm going to provide a guide for you guys for Norman. And the reason you want to be playing Norman is for these rewards, guys. I mean, these are insane rewards. You're going to get all these materials for your pets or cubs, as they like to call it in Global. You're going to be getting these shards here, which is going to help you get a weapon memory resonance, a guaranteed memory resonance for your 6-star weapon. You're going to be getting these hyper tuning materials. You're going to be getting about 300 black cards if you're able to finish all of it. It's a lot of goodies in here, so you really want to make sure that you are playing it. Now, how do you want to approach this thing? Well, the first thing is, guys, a Norman lasts for 10 days in total. So you really want to make sure you get this done before the 10-day period is up. But actually what you want to do is in the first 3 days that Norman is here, you want to finish it. The reason you want to finish this thing is because you're going to be getting what's called ores, right? You're going to be getting a daily amount of ores. And the way to gain your ores is by collecting these miners, all right? Individual production, 10 ores a day. Miners grow 50% every day. So when you collect all of these miners, you're going to be able to collect more of these ores every single day. And the reason that these things are important is because those are what you're going to use to get shards for your cubs. And these shards are what you're going to use to be able to level your cubs up from A to S and so on and so on and so on, right? To level them up just like, I mean, these are the same thing as shards for our characters. So that's pretty damn cool. So it's really, really important to get these miners. Now, how do you get those miners? Well, what you want to do, guys, is you want to play these first 3 stages. Every one of these stages is going to give you those miners. Now, here's the thing about this. If your characters are strong enough and if they're powerful enough, you can actually go all the way to the end, click on this one here, fight him, and you'll actually get all of these cleared automatically. You don't have to play this all the time. So if you're under time restrictions, if you have strong enough characters, you don't have to play all of this at all. All right, so that's the first thing to know. You're going to get so many of these combat points every day. You guys can see that I have no combat points because I've already finished these 3 right here, right? I've already finished Redstone Mine, Southern Mine, and Groaning Mine. And if you finish it within the first 3 days, guys, you're going to be able to accumulate a whole lot more of these ores because you'll have more of those miners already available for you. That's going to be acquiring more ores throughout that 10-day period. So the sooner you clear it, the better, especially with the first 3 stages here. Again, guys, if you go all the way in and you play this one here, it will clear all of these all at once. That's exactly how I did it. The next thing is the power generator. Now, when you go to the power generator, guys, this is actually pretty damn cool. So essentially all you really want to do is you just want to put characters in here. Now, when you have characters in here, say with 9,000 BP, you're going to be gaining 30 points of these, right? If you have a combined amount of 12,000 BP, then you're going to get 60. If you have a combined amount of 15,000, which I do have right here, you're going to get 90. And these characters you cannot use in Norman. So whatever characters you decide to put here, just put characters that you're not going to be playing with, characters that you're not going to be using. I know Sad Life for Luna, Lee, and Astro, but I'm just not using them currently right now at all. And this is actually gaining me 90 points right here for the additional electricity load, right? 90 points, right? That's 90, and I'm getting 20, so 110 a day. So the idea here is to put characters that you don't use with as much BP as possible. And a little tip for you guys is any one of these characters, if you have extra memories, even if the memories are you're not even using the memories, just slap those memories on those characters so you can actually gain a little BP. If there's a weapon you can put on them that you're not using for other characters, you can put that weapon on them just to gain a little bit of BP. So that way you can gain more of these batteries. And the more batteries, the better, my friends, because whenever you do gain batteries for these characters, then you can start setting up these buffs. Now, right now, I have plenty of buffs, guys. You know, the first Norman is going to be 4,000 BP. For a lot of players, that's not going to be that difficult, but it's going to go higher and higher and higher as you progress through Norman. So eventually, what a lot of players are going to need is they're going to need some buffs. Now, all you got to do is click on these little squares right here, and whenever you have these batteries, right now I have 110, you can literally add a lot of battery power to them, right? Or not battery power, but, well, actually, yeah, BP, actually, right? So let me click out here so you guys see 7658 on my BP, right? And whenever I jump this up, right, I give it some attack, right, hit confirm. Now I'm sitting pretty at 8,208. And that's why battery power is very, very important and why you should be equipping characters to your power generator here That's why you should be putting characters here to try to get as much of this battery power as you can. I mean, if I had 18,000 BP between these three characters, I would get 120, right? And then I would get another 20, it'd be 140 a day, and so on and so on and so on. The more battery power you have, the better, because you're going to be able to add more buffs to more characters, so that way you can actually get through Norman a whole lot easier. Obviously, if you have strong characters, it's not going to be a big deal. So then the next thing we have is the support here. Now the support guys, this is a character that you put in here so your guild members can actually play with them, right? I got A2 in here because she's a super powerful character, and I thought that she'd be very beneficial for all of the other players. And you can also set up a team preset if you want, right? If you're going to be playing Norman more often, you can actually set up some team presets in here, so you don't have to keep, setting up teams over and over for every time we play Norman, which is actually pretty damn cool. And now for the nitty gritty, guys. You go into elimination, right? And again, guys, if you play all the way at the end, you'll clear all these all at once. Now, a little tip for you guys, if you're having any trouble clearing these final stages, they have buffs on them, right? The enemy's movement speed is increased, extra damage bonus of other enemies around the enemy increased by 20%. So you can actually remove these buffs from the main boss. All you got to do is play these stages right here. And when you play these stages, you'll actually remove these buffs. Now, my characters were strong enough that I didn't have to worry about it. I pretty much just plowed through it and destroyed it. But that's all you need to do. And whenever you face these bosses, right, they're going to give you the certain type of damage that you need. So for this team right here, you want a physical damage team. So you really want to have characters that are centered around physical damage. You don't have to do that. If you don't have those characters available, you want to put in other characters, that's fine. But characters that have physical damage, characters that are 100% physical, they're just going to do more damage. And I've already talked about the buffs, okay? So let me come out of here, and let's go to this final one here, Groaning Mind, so I can show you something. You're going to need multiple teams, right? You're going to need a physical, you're going to need ice, and you're going to need lightning. So obviously your ice damage demon team is going to be surrounded by, Lucia Plume or whoever you may be using. And then your lightning team is going to obviously be surrounded by Lucia Dawn or Espianka, those types of characters, A-Liv, and so on and so on and so on. And the really cool thing about Norman is that if you don't have certain characters, right? Like say, for example, I don't have, a certain character that I can play with. I can click on this here, and I can actually use, it says trial here. These are not your characters. These are characters that the game's actually given you, and you can actually equip these characters to there, right? I mean, Chrome's a lightning-based character. I could add him to the team, and his BP is a little low, right? His BP is a little low, but that's why you have battery power, so you can actually increase their BP. Right? I don't know what kind of memories or anything's on them, but you can actually use them if you don't have them. So if you don't have all the characters available to be able to do all these things, you can easily add more characters to your lineup here, which is actually pretty damn cool. I mean, guys, they put quite a few in them. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, there's a lot of characters that you can actually use. 6 characters, 7 characters, right? Or 6 characters, I guess, in total. But there's quite a few characters that you can use. I mean, so you could easily set up a couple teams surrounded by those characters. They might not be the most optimal characters, but you can still use them if you choose to do so. So again, set up teams that are surrounded by these buffs. That way you're going to be able to do a lot more damage to the opponents. And also, if you are having trouble clearing these final stages, go ahead and clear these stages before here, right? These 3, right? You got 3 buffs right here, and then you have these 3 right here. If you clear all of these, then it's going to make it a lot easier to clear old Sharky here. And Sharky, for example, he's got, the enemy will teleport. I'm not really too worried about that. He's got the physical damage increase, but then he's got this one here, which is the gain of shield, right? If you remove that shield, it's going to be a lot easier for you to destroy him, right? So if you played, SP07 here, and beat it, you would actually remove that shield buff that he has, and he wouldn't be getting that shield, and you'd be able to do a lot more damage at a much faster rate. So I'm gonna go ahead and collect my rewards here. All right, let's go ahead and collect these babies. And jump out of here, and I'll show you guys something really quick. So in the shop is where you can actually get more of those weapon memories. So these items right here, these shards that you're going to be farming in the Norman, you're going to be using for your 6-star weapon resonance material that guarantees resonance on a 6-star weapon. You need 150 of these things, but still you can actually farm for these things. So this is actually a really cool thing, and it's a big improvement over Autopesius Maze, man. This is nice. This is an addition to the game. So all you players out there, all you free-to-play players, you're going to be able to get resonance on your weapons, which is awesome. So hopefully this will help somebody out there as far as playing against Norman. And let me know if you guys are having any problems with it. If there's anything that I missed, I can put it down in the comments down below. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GMT+7 time. The link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See you, everybody.